Frank Phillips, founder of Phillips Petroleum, once said, "Those of us who have been more fortunate have a debt to society, which I believe can be best paid by training and educating the youth of the nation."
That's why kids are free here, is so they can come with their parents and they can look at things that they don't necessarily see everywhere else.
Today, Phillips' hope is very much alive at the Woolaroc Museum and Wildlife Preserve. You'll find it just a few miles west of Bartlesville, off Highway 123. As you drive on to the 3,700-acre property, which is still a working ranch, by the way, you'll spot all sorts of animals.
So we have bison, elk, longhorns, several different types of deer. You probably saw some llamas, some water buffalo.
We even saw an ostrich and a zebra on our drive-in. Some people may think that Woolaroc is just the Frank Phillips Lodge surrounded by the Wildlife Preserve, but it is so much more than that. It is home to many world-class pieces of art.
It's world-renowned artists like Remington, Russell, Sharp, Belink. We have a couple Morans. We have a whole wall over here dedicated to Frank Tenney Johnson.
As you walk in, you're taken back by the amount of things to look at. The museum is 50,000 square feet, home to more than 600 paintings, 300 sculptures, and over 2,300 Native American art and artifacts. One room is dedicated to Phillips' life story. Another houses a large prize collection of Colt firearms. Sprinkled in are mounted animals, lots of them, many of which once called Woolaroc home. Some were gifts. The museum wasn't always this big. It started out in a hangar where Phillips kept this very airplane.
As his collection grew, so did the museum. So it went from a one-room house that stored the Woolaroc airplane to now being 50,000 square feet and multiple rooms.
The lodge itself is just as impressive. Built in 1925, it overlooks Clyde Lake. It's rented out for parties, and you can look around too.
The actual dining area there was modeled after the home that he grew up in Creston, Iowa.
Count the 97 heads and 107 sets of horns. Aside from the lodge and museum here at Woolaroc, there's a petting zoo and about 2 miles of trails you can walk. Whatever you do, plan on spending a few hours taking it all in. I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.